Ukraine reaffirms desire to join NATO after envoy comments.
Here's a summary of the article.
Ukraine's aspirations to join NATO and the European Union remain an absolute priority, a spokesman for Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky said on Monday. Their comments come after Ukraine's ambassador to the UK, Vadim Prystaiko, told the BBC his country might be willing to drop its ambition to join NATO to avert war. Ukraine's ambassador Vadim Prystaiko has clarified earlier remarks about Kiev possibly dropping its NATO bid. One of Russia's key security demands is that Ukraine can never join the NATO military alliance. NATO has repeatedly said that Russia won't be able to veto Ukraine's accession. Ukraine said Sunday it wanted talks with Russia and members of the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe within 48 hours. In the event of a military aggression against Ukraine that threatens its territorial integrity and sovereignty, there will be tough sanctions that we have carefully prepared and which we can immediately put into force, together with our allies in NATO and Europe, Scholz said.
This post received a score of 53,000, with an upvote ratio of 79%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Russia. The beatings will continue until morale improves.
Ukraine. You are literally holding out hand and hitting us with it. Russia. Stop hitting yourself or I will have to intervene and hit you. Ukraine. What? Fox News, China, other entities pro-Russia. Well, if Ukraine wants to hit itself, who are we to intervene? Germany. Sounds sketchy, but Russia is our dealer for some stuff we are hooked on, so let's just see how this play out. Oh, let's also get rid of some stuff that will help us get independent of Russia's stuff because we had a knee-jerk reaction to Fukushima.
Brilliant. Greater than be Russia. Greater than threaten most if not all of your neighbors of invasion. Greater than invade some for good measure. Greater than wonder why everyone try to join NATO.
IK are absolutely crazy that a country would want to join a defensive alliance after being lied to by Russia after their nuclear disarmament and are threatened with total war. Russia is like a drunken abusive ex who needs to be punched in the nose to teach them where their place is.
Greater than Russia is like a drunken abusive ex who needs to be punched in the nose to teach them where their place is. And no one dares to do so, because everyone knows he has a gun.
Everyone has a gun, even little cousin Timmy. Problem is that when someone pulls the trigger, every acquaintance is forced to choose sides, and 99% of the party doesn't want to fight.
I think the guns they're referencing are a little bigger than cousin Tommy's pea shooter and rhyme with Intercontinental Ballistic Missile System.
Presidential militaristic fissile victim?
Complimentary continental breakfast included.
If Russia hadn't previously invaded and taken Crimea from Ukraine, and wasn't currently in the process of threatening to take over Ukraine in its entirety, maybe Ukraine wouldn't feel a need to join NATO.
The craziest thing is the press conference where Russia says they'll start conflict if Ukraine joins NATO and tries to retake Crimea with force. Crazy hypocrisy from Russia, but who's actually surprised?
Russia is 100% engaging in older-style great power politics, which speaks more to how Putin holds power than anything else.
This is all about Putin's hard-on. He's going to get what he wants, but they will bring home some of their boys in body bags. It's either get nukes or join NATO. Only way to feel secure with Russia on your border.
They had nukes. They gave them up because the US and Russia agreed to ensure Ukraine's sovereignty. Worked out real well for them.
They had nukes but no delivery capability. The launch button was still firmly in Moscow.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.